lot of friends of mine in the legal community, and there is this belief, this notion that they have that the gag order has stood up until this point, and it is going to stand going forward. Do you agree?
I agree. We're already seeing in their briefs.
Hello. How are you doing? It is me. It is I, and I'm doing a sound check, and I'm so a lot of stuff's happening right now, guys. It's breaking news here. It's Bryan Kohberger's arraignment. Looks like today, which is confusing me because I thought they said that Idaho didn't have an arraignment process like this, but here we are. A lot of stuff happening. So, trying to catch up. Jeez, I'm trying to catch up. There we go. Boom! Here I am. How are you guys doing? I'm gonna turn off my red light. And, let's see here. Comments. Wait a second. I can't hear anything.
University of Idaho Community Alliance.
Oh, my earphones aren't automatically plugging in anymore. Isn't that wonderful? Ah, jeez.
Ethan Chapin, 20 years old.
Oh, they're not charging anymore either.
In their early,
That's great.
either in their college years or post-college years.
All right.
And
So this is our buddies down in Florida. This guy should be like, I don't know what he's going to be. He's going to be pro. He's going to hit the big time. Hit the, I don't know. What do they call the big time nowadays? It is, who knows. Anyway, so here's what's happening. I'm new to this in the last 10 minutes. Chris Mullins, how are you doing? Cool Gamer, what's happening? Rick the Fabulous. What's up, brother? Hey, Miami Spice, how are you doing? You have the flu? Oh, no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Cake or Death, how are you? So we are getting, here's the deal for those of you that are new. Oh, I gotta change all this stuff around. So behind.
he was not able to join us at the beginning of the the reason being is because they let in reporters a little bit early, given how the line was growing outside the lake.
Yeah, I heard about all that.
Bryan might be hopping back on later on the program, but he is not. He has not been on yet.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything, but I'm trying to figure out today.
Not seen before. Many are already emotional. Family is on one side, media on the other. About 50 people total.
It'll be interesting to see what they say they've got on this dude. Besides, he has bushy eyebrows.
Reporters typing, and Olivia's baby making soft cooing noises. And then 1 minute ago, I don't see any of Bryan Kohberger's family here, but there is also an overflow room I can't see. And interesting that they have the overflow room. The overflow room is set up exactly for that purpose, for overflow.
For overflow, yeah. Good job, guy. All right, let's see here. So this morning, woke up to tweets. That's a wrong thing. Carrie Sandane, Lewiston Tribune is there. Let's see here. We are going. Oh, did not mean to take them off. What am I doing here? I am.
Our audience members just joining in. Actually, hold on a second. I promised feeds as they came in.
Oh,
I have something here.
we have a feed. We have a feed.
They're queuing it up. Hold on. In fact, I'm coming out here to the stream center shot and see if I can.
I need to do 2 cameras.
We have some what we call exterior B-roll coming in.
Exterior B-roll.
And they are queuing it up to share. So let's see if we can bring this in.
Sounds like a fat girl I once knew.
Of News Nation. So this is a video from the last half hour or so.
Oh, there's a small, ugly-looking courthouse. Obviously, late 60s, early 70s
Queued up now.
architecture.
Back here in just a second.
I bet you walk in, the flooring has that rock look to it.
There is a sequence of
All sparkly, very white. It has those lines, those metal. They use metal on the floors. I don't know why.
back to the
Different times. You can still smell the cigarette smoke in the. Oh, can you not hear me?
Jennifer and I, so that if it starts playing, we can kind of
Wait, no audio.
together.
Yeah, hold on. I turned this guy down. I should be.
Members of the media all filing in, descending on late talk.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is I'm going to get blah blah. I wish I could set up, have several ready to go, but I can't do that. That's not what I want to see happen either, right there. What I want to see happen is I like to have an extra camera. Don't have that. So I'm gonna, you know what I need to do? I need to go back over here and listen while doing this. It's been a while since I've done this, guys. You have to forgive me for being halfway the way I used to be. And I've also been up for like 20 minutes. Guys, last night, if you did not make it into the watching the movie, we watched The Breakfast Club. So I can no longer be made fun of for not seeing that. Was a great experience, great movie. It's a members only thing. We're gonna do a members only on Sundays, like this. I went over to Discord. We could talk about it afterwards. I think we got a whole new Sunday thing. It was so much fun. Did not go to bed till 6 a.m. today, and woke up to this. So, but I want to show you guys. Don't have that up. Boy, it just sounded like. Wait. Okay, never mind. All right, so it was this morning. Let's go. Well, let me refresh first. This Carrie Sundane started with made it to the main courtroom. No, that wasn't what I heard. It was I'm in with media waiting for Latah County courthouse doors to open at 9 a.m. I was like, well, I think I got time for a shower. I didn't. So, let's see here. I'm gonna have to move all this stuff around because you know I'm a whore to the camera. So, we are. Where did I go? God, I got too much stuff on my screen. Oh, not what I wanted. Oh, you know what? I just realized I don't even know if I have this going right on. All right, they're just going to the courtroom right now. All right, so the Twitter operator that is on the scene. Let's see here. Where's the? I gotta see what you guys see. All right. So what we got here is like these last two. I'm in line with the media waiting for the Latah County courthouse doors open. Kohberger arraignment begins at 9. Family of Idaho 4 victims have arrived. This is 30 minutes ago. Media lined up to go through security. And judge is addressing Kohberger, covering his rights and charges against him. We do not have that. we should be having that on this live, and it's not. Yeah, well, he should be. Hang on a second, guys. So we're now tweeting from inside the. Okay. So they're saying now, I was looking for Twitter. I was looking for coverage. What they're saying is that it looks like it will be a closed hearing. And this is an arraignment for the charges presented against him. I'm sure you guys know more about it than I do. I mean, heck, I haven't paid attention to this stuff in years. I haven't paid attention to this trial in probably 6 months. I am concerned about the peanut butter and jelly I made. So, you get a little mukbang here. Always give you something for your money. All right, I'm going to let them talk here for a second. I'm going to try to get a bite here. Or I'm going to probably be really sick.
Are now a little bit separated from the newsroom since we moved into this location, and I'll bring everybody up here in just a quick second. Walt, let's you've been in the courtroom for high-profile indictments. This is happening right now. We can't see inside the courtroom because streaming is prohibited. We're going to get the video here shortly, as we understand it.
Oh, they're worried about the guy wearing a bulletproof vest and all that. Crystal Clear was up with me a few hours ago. Merster, how are you doing? Let's see here.
There's, obviously tension, and as a journalist, I've always decided.
Let's go over here.
The back of the courtroom, because now, you can see the victim's family generally on one side. Doesn't always happen. I bet in this case it does, and then you can see the defendant's family if they're there on one side. And by taking a distant view, you can sort of hear emotions sometimes, gasps, and see the emotions, and that's of course important because.
All right, so Murph Service found me a link to a live tweet thing. Of course, the judge, it's still the same one we had. The judge is going over the arraignment charges against him, Kohberger, right now. Now, here's where I'm confused. Is the last I remember hearing about it, guys, we've had a very, my life went way up and down 180 during this. So I haven't paid attention or anything in months. What I remember though, it was going to be, you know what I wish I could do is this. I wish I could move myself here up top. I need to see if I can do that. I do not want to do that, do I?
Inside and outside the courthouse once we are legally do so.
All right, look, we're gonna add media here.
Okay, so now we have more B-roll coming in. This is the same
B-roll. So see what that means is this the pictures of the family coming in. We saw them
our own Bryan Enton of News Nation,
already come up there.
correspondent with, of course, News Nation. Let's read his latest tweet. The judge is reading Kohberger his rights and charges.
Yeah, we got the reading of the rights. You have the right to remain silent. You're being charged with the murders of 1, 2, 3, 4.
Judge is now going over the indictment with Kohberger.
Where is that?
But yes, so this is all
What's picture in picture? How do I do that?
right now, Walt. And so next up is, of course, he's going to enter a plea of guilty.
Well, I wish I knew what I was doing. This is supposed to be very easy. I don't see it as being easy, but they say it is. So I'm gonna go with what they say. What the big ninnies say. Think maybe I'm too small right there. What do you guys think?
It must be, I imagine, extremely difficult for family members.
We'll go with that. I like that right now. I gotta save. Yeah, that's fine. 70 layout. Why is it not?
Bryan Enton sharing out
Why am I getting? I am getting a picture in picture.
Kohberger
I don't understand this. I don't even know what picture in picture is.
as far as his last tweet. Do you follow exactly where we are as far?
How do I get picture in picture on stupid StreamYards?
Really reading the charges again, that's all that indictment.
Ah, she reminds me of Rubio. I wish she was here.
This is going absolutely as a
Crystal Clear says back to bed for me. All right, that did not work. That was a very bad, whatever I did. Probably got that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
again, this is video.
There we go.
We're gonna get the video here shortly. How tense, Walt, can it be in that courtroom when all of these months have passed?
Yeah, I want to be on top of these guys like this.
Life is different.
Yeah, there you go. And then let's see what happens when we go. Yeah, oh, wait, that's too big.
What's the tension in that courtroom like right now, especially considering the family members of the victims, seeing many of them, I'm sure if they weren't at of course, the court hearings in January, they might be seeing Bryan Kohberger.
I kind of like this. I feel like I'm whispering into this guy's ear. Of course, I think you guys are probably flipped. I'm looking the wrong way.
In my role as a father with something like that, I would.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
And I've been.
All right. You guys tell I'm playing around too much. Update layout. There we go. Hey, baby, how you doing? See, I can pop up on the side there. What is this? I figured out what picture in picture is. It looks like.
You know, you will see a mix of family members staring.
Well, that's just wild.
Down the defendant.
I'll figure that out later.
I think that's one thing.
They can live tweet from the courtroom. People can video, but not live video, from what I heard. See, this is what makes a good stream. You guys, while they're gibber gabbering up there, I want to say welcome back to Miami. I hope you recover quickly. But like, this is the type of stuff I can take the information I get. I can determine what it means. I can get it out there as quickly as I can. But I don't know everything that's happening at the same time. And you have to have a great team of friends around you. Miami Spice is like right there at the top of that list. How she finds stuff, I have no idea.
You hear the word. We discussed this with the Brian Laundrie case. There is no. I don't believe there's any closure. Obviously.
Crystal, I had to read your full name, aka Beaver Gaming sub Crystal. Did he plea yet? No, he hasn't. They're going over the list of charges against him. It's like reading the rights, reading the what you've been accused of, and then it's like, how do you plead to those? That all that is still, it just is falling in right now. We originally thought that there was going to be in courtroom stuff. There's not. I of course also remember this was that Idaho was a jurisdiction that didn't have grand juries. And then I thought the plead was going to be an actual like trial before the judge. I'm not really sure what's going on, the update of it and everything else. But anyway, Crystal, if you are a gamer, I will be getting back to gaming Zelda later on, hopefully today. Stuff like this always screws up my plans. But anyway.
Really quickly, let me remind while we have this audience, while we're waiting for this video to come out, I know there's more tweets to get to. Really quickly, he mentioned Bryan Laundrie. Wednesday, we have another live stream of significant pretrial hearing in the case of Tito versus Bryan Laundrie, the families, the lawsuit that exists between the two of them. That is going to be happening on Wednesday, so look out and follow me.
Do you hear that? Wednesday is Bryan Laundrie's estate trial.
Significant hearing. We'll talk more about that later. Back to some of the comments that we have on the WFLA YouTube page, as well as, let's get back now to Brian Enton's Twitter. Let's read the latest that came in. Okay, the judge is reading each victim's name as he goes over the murder charges. Madison Mogen.
That's a cold case. Reading each victim's names. Remember, they have to be very careful what they do so they don't persuade a jury into thinking that there's he's automatically guilty. I mean, you see the guy come in, He's dressed. He looks guilty because of his jail garb. He's wearing a bulletproof vest. You know,
October. He says it will take at least 4 weeks, maybe 6. So now they're getting into conversations. Jennifer, we talked about this earlier.
they're talking about 6 weeks. Oh, this is the.
Trial window
So see, the media, they don't know what's going on either.
sooner than I was anticipating.
Which I'm proudly saying that's where I am right now. So what they're saying there is that it makes it sound like this is the start of the trial. So he's going to say, "Oh, I'm not guilty of this stuff," and then they put the evidence in front of the judge to say, "This is what we have," and what we'll see will seem like a trial, but it will not be his actual trial.
Forth now with each legal team. But I find this is the most interesting. Everything has been relatively procedural up until this point, but Kohberger is standing silent, so the judge entered not guilty pleas. So that leads us to believe that Kohberger himself did not say the words not guilty.
That was one of the 3 possibilities we read about, right? That if he did not say anything, the judge would enter that for him. And you wonder, why wouldn't he say those words? Is there a legal advantage of some sort? I doubt it, but why wouldn't he say not guilty?
That's undoubtedly
Okay, Miami Spice just sent me breaking news. October 2nd, 8:30 a.m., the Kohberger trial date.
soon. So we'll be able to see for ourselves and hear for ourselves. But
So that is what we have right now. Oh, sorry guys, doing a little mukbanging in the background there.
To me, that
October 2nd. We need a
control,
calendar
not going to be
over here.
say the word
We need to do a Google calendar that anybody could have access to.
surprise. We knew this
But see, the problem is that we don't want it to become a tallywhacker calendar. And so, because we've had that happen before.
Kohberger trial has a date set for October 2nd at 8:30 a.m.
Miami Spice, she's got written down. Look at her. She's ready for it. She's going to hit the, she's going to be like, October, good. Maybe we get this thing over with right before Halloween.
Trial, those aren't just words. That actually is, of course, the law in this country. You have a right to a speedy trial.
Miami Spice is going to come to the Halloween live show this year, dressed as the scariest character of all. She's going to come as an attorney.
Going to be extended delays, but a pretty aggressive trial date set of October 2nd.
I don't know why October 2nd seems to be an aggressive trial date for him.
So far from now,
Seems to me, I'm going to guess it's on a Monday.
trials that get delayed for years. I'm telling you, and I hope for the sake of all the victims' families,
Daily Tallywhackers should be the name of our
this is a pretty aggressive
newsletter. That's what we need. We need a newsletter that keeps up with all these dates.
AM and a
You know the AI would do one for us.
presiding judge
The internet AI, not our AI, the beautiful and talented Melissa Jane.
to Bryan Ensign. So it's all over after about, well, it started about, I think, 15 minutes ago.
And Murph's turf right here. This statement is why I'm here doing this. Watch the first 20 minutes of the Dateline episode about this. It had to turn it off. Too much speculation. Everyone deserves a fair trial, and those shows make that challenging. Thank you. Thank you. I wish I could do a button or something to congratulate you to the, you're now a minority. You are a member of the minority that believe in the justice system should be ran the way it was written into existence, which is to be fair.
The video really soon, as far as the video.
Wait, what's this emoji? Oh, no, it's a calendar. Lady Autumn Sky, how are you doing? My YouTube, what are we? Are we siblings?
but
I know, see, Divinity's my twin, but you said something about
Berger will not be at his hearing.
about that one day.
It'll be very interesting to see.
Whatever it is,
Also, the
I just say yes and nod my head and smile.
hearings are allowed to be seen. As far as you know, there's
Murph, I'm so glad to see you. I've missed you in the chat because
have you heard
Avatar.
about that?
Miami Spice, I have had all my buttons taken away from me, and it is miserable.
That is set up in at WFLA for
Miami, I wish you had felt good. Last night, you,
getting a notice here.
wow, that's all I can say. It was awesome. We've got some full speed ahead stuff. It's so exciting.
Distribute the
You're not going to have time to not be excited.
about exactly.
I feel sorry for,
They're just getting ready to transmit it.
oh, look.
When, of course, the pool camera.
I love the way it just comes in like that. This is what they call B-roll footage. So they're just showing fodder here until they get to the good stuff, which is always on Twitter. Which, by the way, I have a Twitter account, and I'm going to be starting. I'm going to like do a soft relaunch of it, and I will be
4 to 6 weeks. That was
covering stuff I don't cover here.
turning Antaylor.
It sounds a little short, doesn't it, for a quadruple murder?
I guess it depends on the number of
I would
witnesses.
I would bet it goes more towards 6, and I think jury selection is not going to take a stand.
It's going to be, hey, Squaw Bob, how are you doing? Beautifully inappropriate. That is a unicorn, right?
How many witnesses could be tested?
My beautiful green unicorn, how are you doing? Go Frog, what's happening, brother?
How long that test?
Dragon Man, how are you? Oh, Frog Raid. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Mimsy, what's up?
We don't know if there's, we don't have a murder weapon, right? We still don't have a murder weapon.
DNA has been pointed to as publicly being the strongest, not to mention the vehicle as well.
If the evidence isn't strong, I definitely
That's where we're going.
gruesome cases, not necessarily
The evidence isn't strong.
the defense doesn't even put on a case where where they merely think, we're gonna win this on appeal. We're gonna somehow
That's a stupid way. I've heard that before. I want to explain. Let's see what is wrong here. I want to turn this
I
up.
don't know, 6 weeks to me. 6
Okay,
weeks.
I'm sorry it's so
Make
low.
more sense than 4, but we'll find out, won't we?
You know they can go
I'm very
longer
curious.
if they
I'm
get into
texting
it.
right now, Peter Tragos. I want to see when he's going to be. I'm going to tell him that we're on now.
Also, JB, that's just.
Court has now adjourned, guys.
I would expect
Court
that to
is
be
adjourned.
continued multiple
Yeah.
times.
As breaking
And
two.
the link
Court is
to be
gone.
6 weeks.
Thank you, Cool Frog, for the
I don't think
raid.
there's a chance
Rabbit, how are you
that that's what
doing?
they're looking at. And I go back to
Dragon
the fact that
Man,
you have
Squaw
51
Bob, you guys are
terabytes,
awesome. I'm going to go back to
thousands
the
of photos. We're going to have
couple more
video,
mukbangs.
The DNA,
I gotta
DNA
get.
alone. How
Right.
about just information on the cellular information and all those experts? I just think it'll be a while.
Let's. You can see that we have the latest guests coming in, and it's. I believe we're going to have Peter Tragos, the lawyer that you know. He's hopping on the Zoom call right now. I'm really. Just
I really like
eager
that guy.
To get his perspective, and hopefully Peter, if you can hear me, I'm waiting for you to turn on your camera there, and hopefully you can hear us okay. But yeah, I mean, the likelihood that this actually happens in October, I mean,
Unlikely.
Why is it unlikely?
I think unlikely is probably a pretty good way of putting it. But I was looking at you, I was making eye contact with you because
Wow, that's garbage.
we have gone through court documents before.
Right.
We've gone through evidence dumps in the past. You and me both in respective cases. 51 terabytes. There are some people out there that.
Now, I do want to
that
listen to this. This
megabytes,
sounds ridiculous.
Gigabytes, terabytes. It doesn't calculate in their brain.
How many
They don't-
pages? Any thoughts on pages?
Right, and I know that News Nation.
Although if it's terabytes, we're assuming correctly that if it's pictures, it takes up more space. Correct?
Well, video. Video
Video,
is really
right,
what's
right,
going to
so-
take up a lot of space, and how compressed it is, and where it's coming from, its
Right.
origin.
But still, a lot of information.
51 terabytes is utterly massive, and I know that doesn't compute with a lot of. If you work in IT or you work,
You're
you
right.
You get
That's
it.
right. Yeah. I
But
don't know if I get it, to be honest. I know it's a lot.
It's a lot.
I know it's a lot, but I don't know if I understand what that is relative to. Like, what would you compare it to? Is it like how many terabytes would War and Peace be? I mean, I don't know. I'm talking pages, but
I mean, I'm just. I do know that it's I think News Nation had and thank you to Chris in our comment section. 51 terabytes is equivalent to 331 million pages.
Wow.
But there's not going to be 331 million pages.
No.
It's going to come down to video. And
Pictures.
but I'm telling you, man, if I'm going through, if I'm an attorney and I just got a hard drive delivered to my office or cloud access to 51 terabytes, I might just take a moment to go into a corner, crawl up into a little ball and cry for a minute because I'm now looking at the next, I don't know, year and a half of my life going through all that. I mean, it's an enormous amount of data. And I said earlier, it would take an army to go through it. It would take an entire team.
Well, I think you would hire, it would seem like, depending on the size of the law firm, you're going to hire somebody, a clerk or somebody to go through that as well.
And also, too, how much of that 51 terabytes is relevant to the actual case itself. And Peter is expected to hop back on here momentarily. I have here in the Stream Center, come back to Jennifer here in just a moment. And Jennifer, if you have to hop off, I'm talking to you. If you have to hop off, I know you have obligations that Jennifer was on.
All right, I just did the
in the most recent.
They were just so taken back. This shows you how quickly media, and I like this guy a lot. I forget his name, but this is like how this is a perfect example of why media they're behind the curve now. Next, what's happening? Yep, next. See right here, Nick's. I was getting ready to say. And then here comes Nick's. That's how far I'm behind. So you just saw the ripple effect. Because I looked down, I was like, what is 1 hour of 4K video? Like uploaded to YouTube, whatever it is. Because they use different compression and everything else. I was coming back to tell you guys it's like 15 hours, I think. And of course, if my math was right, Nix is in here saying 51 terabytes is 1 hour of uncompressed raw 4K video at best. That's nothing. Yeah, it's it's just amazing. Thank you, Nix, for coming in and clearing that up. That is it's really true. Fallstorm, how are you doing? Those of you that missed the chat. Fallstorm came in as we were going to bed.
He's a good guy.
He was waking up.
So let's go over some of the questions in the meantime as we wait for Peter to hop back on stream.
Why are we waiting on Peter? What's Peter going to do?
#HJB, is it possible for one person to go through 1 terabyte? Sure. Oh, yeah, 1 terabyte? And it depends. So 1 terabyte of data could mean so many different things. To your point, it could be documents.
It's not documents. Nobody is paperless.
And also, too,
Could be audio.
could be audio.
Audio is going to take up more.
Voicemails.
Absolutely.
And-
Voicemails, text messages, everything.
And I know in dealing with so much
Surveillance.
video,
Yeah.
that compression is a huge deal. Sometimes videos get compressed for things like storage on the cloud or storage on a device. Sometimes videos uncompress and it's much, much larger. So 51 terabytes doesn't tell us all that much. Okay, the pool feed is being queued up. Let's listen in here. This is officially now, I want to make sure that we have this right. This is now
Can you guys hear?
replay. This is the pool camera.
Tweety, how are you doing?
Transmitted out to stations across
JB,
the
yeah, I
country.
couldn't remember his
They
name.
have queued it up. They are about to play it, and we're going to hear it here live on stream for the first time. But again, this is a replay from approximately 30
You're watching it live with me. You're watching my live reaction here.
What they're
This is a
doing,
recording.
hitting on
It's
this
not.
first frame.
I mean, everything's live on stream.
Stations across the country to get ready to receive this video. This is how pool camera situations work.
Now, this is the cool part.
Ready to go. And then
By the way, I think
play
it's cool. There's a
everybody.
dove of peace back there.
During this, what we're going to do is Walt
Right here.
and I and guests we will remain quiet.
Oh, you will.
I'll try to
But there's no guarantee I will remain quiet.
possible here in the stream center so we can hear as much as possible. And then afterwards, we're going to break down some of your observations, some of your questions. We'll be looking for #HeyJB, #HeyWalt in the YouTube comment section. So the video now is being queued up. They've now gone to the closed door. So what we're going to see is Idaho murder suspect Bryan Kohberger enter the courtroom. We're going to see Judge read out the indictment. Let's bring up audio.
Nix, you are really cool. Is this a hobby of yours or do you do this professionally? Because I would love to learn more.
And we're waiting for, again, the pool camera team. They are alerting all stations.
Tweety, that also, remember, write this down, remind me. Coming up Wednesday, the Brian Laundrie trial, or the estate, or whatever, is going to be happening on Wednesday. Right now, we're waiting for someone to hit play. Guys, I need a stool under my desk.
But again, this is the indictment for those of you just joining us. The indictment of Bryan Kohberger.
Nix, I want you to stick around on this channel. I like you got stupid me. I like the way you know things.
Students in November of last year. He is facing 4 first-degree murder charges as well as a charge of burglary as well.
Guys, this is so funny. I've got that pumped up.
The silence.
My heart's racing and stuff. Like, I love this part, okay? I don't like true crime. I'm not going to be sitting there at night, grifting for the views, talking about the way he had his... Oh, look, he kind of walked in like this. Oh, hey, we're both wearing orange today. But I do like breaking news. I like stuff that's happening now, so you can leave here, know the most that you possibly can. A little opinionated going in there with it. Educated, opinionated. Crafting Emily, how are you doing? I've got to. Every time I see you, I remember I wanted to message you. Guys, also we worked it out last night. Next week's movie, members only movie, will be Fast Times at Ridgemont High. This is why I like you. Well, I mean, it's not the only reason why, but I like the way you talk. I understand, like, you're great, like, how you put this in there. It's great, man. My eye gets drawn to this, and I understand what you're saying, and that's what bothers me. I remember I was in law school, working at a firm during the summer, and all of a sudden, like, one day I go in and I couldn't find anything on the computer. Like, just basic Google searches are so much of the day, and that was my first experience with hearing about they had changed the algorithm.
The state is represented by Mr. Thompson, Lake County Prosecutor's Office, or Prosecuting Attorney. Ms. Jennings is of that office too.
Huck, how are you doing?
Prosecutor's Office. Also, part of that team is Ingrid Beatty and Jeff Nye.
Oh man, you reminded me. I got to mow.
Attorney General's Office. I'm John Judge. If you don't know me, I'm the Lake County District Judge, and I'll be presiding over this case. So, Mr. Kohberger, you've already heard a lot of what I'm going to tell you at your initial appearance, but I'll repeat it to you because it's important, and I want to remind you of these issues. So I'll briefly cover your rights, the charges against you, and the maximum penalties if you are found guilty or if you plead guilty. So I'm going to start with the rights. You have a constitutional right to have an attorney represent you throughout these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, then one is appointed.
That's the shame. You can't afford. Nobody can afford to hire an attorney nowadays. This guy's a college student. Shayla Mang, how are you doing? Charlemagne, are we supposed to get together sometime and goof off some streaming?
That means to see, hear, and testify, to call witnesses to testify for you, and if you choose to testify.
If we are, or if that sounds good to you, just send me a message. I'm cool with
You have
anything.
the right of silence. That right is protected under the Idaho and federal constitutions, so you can remain silent throughout these court proceedings.
Nix, absolutely, I appreciate you. That's with a pinch of salt. That's the way I am, man. That is the way I am.
Anything you do say, other than to your lawyers, could be used against you.
Yeah, I would never say you said something in an absolute and then try to throw you under the bus if it were wrong. I've been around the mean streets of YouTube.
Final decision of the court. In order to exercise that right, you need to file a notice of appeal.
Thank you, Spice.
42 days of that final decision or that right is waived. Also, if you are not a United States citizen, any finding of guilt in this state could have adverse consequences to your legal status. Do you understand these rights?
Yes.
Any questions about the rights?
No.
All right.
He sounds like he was in class. His normal voice. Little things like this that, like, the way people talk about him, that I pick up on. I'm like, oh, he sounds normal.
Do you have a copy of the indictment in front of you?
Yes.
Thank you.
What?
And you see in the heading, your name there, is that your correctly spelled, complete name?
Yes, it is.
Is that the correct, birth date underneath your name?
Yes.
Are those the correct last four digits of your social security number?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
You know what? That's this point. You do not need a social security number to go on trial.
Starting with count 1, burglary. That is a felony under Idaho Code Section 18-1401 and 1403. This alleges that you, on or about November 13, 2022, in Latah County, state of Idaho, did unlawfully enter a residence located at 1122 King Road, Moscow, with the intent to commit the felony crime of murder. Count 2, murder in the first degree. That is a felony under Idaho Code Section 18-4001, 4002, 4003, and 4004. This alleges that you, on or about November 13, 2022, in Latah County, state of
Oh my
Idaho,
gosh.
did willfully,
Charlemagne, I just
deliberately,
try to send you
with malice aforethought,
message. Say, hey, this is me. You know,
Madison Mogen, a human being, by stabbing Madison
it
Mogen.
said, "Are you a bot?"
She died.
I'm like,
Count
I'm also a nitro
murder in the
person,
first degree.
not bot.
A felony under Idaho Code Section 18-4001, 4002, 4003, and 4004. This alleges that you, on or about November 13, 2022, in Latah County, state of Idaho, did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation and with malice aforethought, kill and murder Kayla Goncalves, a human being, by stabbing Kayla Goncalves, from which she died. Count 4, murder in the first degree. That's a felony under Idaho Code Section 18-4001, 4002, 4003, and 4004. Alleging that you, on or about November 13, 2022, in Latah County, state of Idaho, did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately,
Charlemagne, I only accept responses from bots.
kill and murder Xana Kernodle.
Let's see here.
Kernodle, excuse me. This is hard, I'm sorry. Xana,
What, did he say words are hard? The judge must listen to us over here.
a human being, by stabbing Xana Kernodle, from which she died. Count 5, murder in the first degree. This is a felony under Idaho Code Section 18-4001, 4002, 4003, and 4004. This alleges that you, on or about November 13, 2022, in Latah County, state of Idaho, did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation, and with malice aforethought, kill and murder Ethan Chapin, a human being by stabbing Ethan Chapin, from which he died. This is signed on May 16th.
To hell and back, how are you doing?
By the presiding grand juror.
Loved it.
So now I'm going to go through the maximum penalties of each charge, starting with count 1, burglary, minimum 1 year, up to 10 years in imprisonment, fine of up to $50,000 or both fine and imprisonment.
He's too convenient of a suspect.
Victims' economic losses resulting from crime. For counts 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Everything that a true crime is trying to persecute him on,
Life in prison.
to me, he sounds like just a nerdy, dorky
Fine of up to
grad
$50,000
student.
or both fine and life in prison with a death penalty.
Guys, thank you. And those of you that are new here, I have a background in law, also in politics, and I tend to always go against what the narrative is, but the main thing is I only do facts, which tends to go against the narrative. I don't like making up scandalous ideas or anything about this stuff.
Right after the other.
You have to be based on the facts that are presented to you before the court.
Followed by 4 consecutive life sentences or death penalties, fines of up to $200,000 and $20,000 to be paid directly
Yes,
to the
we
family.
watched it last night.
Any
Next.
restitution resulting from the crimes. Okay. Mr. Kohberger, do you understand the charge in count 1, burglary?
Yes.
Do you understand the maximum penalty?
Yes.
Do you understand the charge in count 2, murder in the first degree?
Yes.
Do you understand the maximum penalty?
Yes.
Do you understand the charge in count 3, murder in the first degree?
Yes.
Do you understand the maximum penalty?
Yes.
Do you understand the charge in count 4, murder in the first degree?
Yes.
Do you understand the maximum penalty?
Yes.
Do you understand the charge in count 5, murder in the first degree?
I have no chat.
Do you understand the maximum penalty?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Taylor, is Mr. Kohberger prepared to plead to these charges?
Your Honor, we will be standing silent.
Okay, because Mr. Kohberger is standing silent, I'm going to enter not guilty pleas on each charge, counts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Unless
At
something
this juncture, the state
unforeseen happens, yeah.
to give notice of intention to seek the death penalty. And Mr. Kohberger has a constitutional.
Nick's last night was the first time I ever saw it. It was absolutely incredible. Sunday nights, I'm going to start doing movies with the channel members. And
Your Honor, I would ask the court to set this trial at the very outside of the speedy trial, right? We're not prepared to do anything but ask the court to do that today.
Okay. Count it out, and that will be November.
I have not counted it out, Your Honor, but I believe it would be about November 22nd is when it's run. Maybe November 20th, something like that. So I'd ask the court to set it for an October trial date.
How long do you think it will take to try the case?
My best guess is it would take at least 4 weeks, maybe 6.
So you'd like me to set this for a 6-week trial?
At this point, I would, Your Honor.
Well, and in order to do so, I will have to get rid of some of the other 3 trials I have, but this is more critical and more important.
I love it when judges, this is a personal thing, you guys should not know this.
Mr. Thompson,
You start hearing the pages turning. It's like they hit those things so close to the microphone so you can hear. It's like, I'm passing over all this work I have to see and do so I can make this a priority. No Name, how are you doing? Yeah, next, come join us. Be sure and hit that subscribe button, guys. And tell your friends, your families, your loved ones, the ones that don't love you, all about it. So let's build our fun little community over here. Thank you.
About October 2nd, starting.
What day of the week is October 2nd? It should be a Monday, I think.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there it is.
Anything else we need to address with the Ms. Taylor?
Not with regards to the threats, I do not.
Anything else?
No.
Madison?
Nothing to say at this time, Your Honor.
All right. So with that, by the way, I do want to let everybody know, if they don't already know this, that once the grand jury issued the indictment, preliminary hearing scheduled to start on June 26th was no longer needed and was vacated.
There you go.
People are confused about that. So I thank counsel.
Does anybody have a link to the grand jury?
And the public.
Discover
So,
their documents.
we are adjourned. Thank you.
All right, there's the adjournment. Where is the? I need the grand jury pages. Guys, I've got social media. I'm all over the place, right? I mean, if there is a rock that says social media, I have picked up and turned it over.
Bryan Kohberger electing to stand silent.
See, let me turn this down.
And the judge entering a plea of not guilty on the 5 charges.
I thought it was no
murder, an additional charge.
I thought it was no comment.
Burglary as well. Katie Buno, WFLA senior investigator Walt Buteau.
Okay. I'm gonna go away from this and we'll talk a little bit about it. Oh, that didn't pop back up? Well, that's sad. There we go. Boy, I look like a human potato today. Told you guys, I just woke up. So anyway, if anybody has that link though to the Bryan Kohberger, I can't even spell Brian right. Oh my gosh, no wonder. I just spelled it Bryan Kohberger. I'm sorry. I gotta stop doing this. Is this it? CNN? I love it when CNN comes through because they are, they're CNN. I don't think they have it either. Well, I'll try to find that. And what I'll do is I'll put in Discord. I need to do. We had way too much fun. Let me tell you about what happened last night. So, okay, what we're gonna do Sundays is members only chat. So for all you guys, there are 200 paid members to this channel. Do you realize what that does to me? I mean, I am so honored. And I look over here and I see nothing but members over here. So I love that. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. So we've been talking for a long time about doing movies, stuff like that. The best way it works for me. I know there's other ways, technical ways of doing this stuff. Guys, I am not a tech person, so that I love tech. I love being one of those people, but I don't have time now that I'm doing this. So I need a race car driver loves engines. They love how the everything works on it, for the lifters, the crankshaft cams, the throttle bodies, everything. But a race car driver has to jump in the window real quick and get going, or all the work everybody's done is not going to make it across that finish line. Think of me as your race car driver. So a lot of stuff going on, and it felt so good to be able to commit to something and get that done. Like, I'm ready to watch another movie with you guys right now. One, I had never seen Breakfast Club. You guys have had a wonderful time making fun of me for that. And two, it was cool how it works. And I wanted to tell you guys that weren't there how it does work. And because I want everybody to experience this. One, I'm going to start a little bit earlier. I don't have to talk for 2 hours, and start the thing at 10. Well, what we could do is we could start the movie, start the chat, put out the entrance code, and then start the movie and go with it. And what happens is the movie's playing like how I am right now. Look at me, I'm playing that movie. And then the chat's over here talking away. I had so much fun hanging out in the chat. It was like, I don't have a responsibility. It's like, I'm going, bah, 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 and I was like, well, what did they just say? And I was like, a couple of times I was like, guys, I didn't think this movie was going to be risque. Like, I apologize. What should do it. So I open up in Discord. There's a place there that says movies. I was like, what I'd like to do is if you have seen Breakfast Club or you haven't seen it, like, just kind of keep it focused on the movie we saw this week. And so like I'm in there, and I'm like, I forget what my first statement was, but at the end of this whole thing was all over with, we went back over to the Discord and we sat around, about 10, 11, 12 total throughout the night, coming in and out. And I forget who said it now, but he said, this was an entire day of their life. And that's what makes this a cool movie to think about. I was like, oh, wow. Like, I never thought of it like that. And that's a whole new, oh, man. Murph, you are so awesome. Oh, so awesome. Man, that is so cool. So Murph's surf here found the you know what, Murph, I went blank on your name, I'm sorry. My parents had a dog named Murphy. And Michael Malloy Show, how are you doing, sir? She, as a puppy, she loved water. And as water would come down, like it rained like down the street, and she would put her face, not water, and it would shoot up over her head. And so we called her Murph the Surf. So anyway, I kind of got stuck on that for a second there. Clumsy, how are you doing? Crud. I gotta change my earphones, guys. So I had changed my the size of the buds, thinking like I need to have as tight of a seal as I could get. Now what happens is like I hear, why am I even talking anymore? Why do I have these on? I don't know. And this actually paused the movie last night. That's why I brought it up. So my ear, you just saw it gets tickled. Every once in a while, I'll feel the vibration of what's being said, and it tickles the inside of my ear. That was one of those moments. But when you take out your earphones on Amazon, it pauses the show. And watch this. This is
I think we got a super chat. I think we got a super chat.
Michael Malloy, thank you for the super chat, sir. Hey, I checked out. So I think you're Michael Malloy. I love this guy. You guys got to go check him out. He streams all the time. My wife and I got shirts of his show. Well, he ended up. He's like, well, he found I had a shirt thing. He said, oh, I'm going to get a shirt too. Well, evidently, Malloy, you're the last person in there. And last night I spent like an hour in the chat. This is also what backroom Discord you get. You get to see how really stupid I am. And I was back there because the entire store went down. Great Dane mom tried to order a shirt, and it had it coming from Europe and paying in euros. I was like, they make them and ship them from Cleveland. I was like, in the state of Ohio. I don't know if there's a Cleveland, England or not, but these are in Ohio. So anyway, I'm going to blame you for you went into the store and you were so awesome that it got confused. I think what it is that the Teesprings store was coded by a woman, and it felt your presence in there. It got all discombobulated. You gotta go easy on the ladies, Malloy. They have heartbeats too, and they can only beat so many times. So you guys, Playboy Malloy is in the house. He's a great person. Did you get it? Oh my gosh, dude! You let me know if you. I will wear yours if you wear mine, and we will go on each other's streams, man. How cool would that be? That would be so cool. What did I do? Clumsy this time. Clumsy, a lot of times, have you ever noticed that I do ask you, like, what did I do? Because I don't know if this is a comment towards something I said or something I might say. I never know with you. Tweety has found Cleveland, Yorkshire, England. There's also a Cleveland in Tennessee. So, they're everywhere. There's a Cleveland show. There's a Cleveland Indian. Cleveland seems like it ought to be the name of a car also, like a 1968 Cleveland. Where'd that go? I lost it. It's all gone.
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Michael Malloy, that'd be so awesome, man. We've got to do it. That reminds me, I've got to order a shirt too. Yeah, so I went to Teesprings last night, and it said it wasn't even connected to YouTube anymore. I'm like, oh, that's wonderful. Isn't this great? I have work now I don't want to do because I already did this work once. But anyway, a lot of stuff is happening here this weekend. Hung out with Valhalla Awaits. Y'all know him. He's a goat farmer. He's a machine gunner. He's a retired machine gunner from the U.S. Army. He was in Iraq for 5 years. And now he is a goat farmer. And there's a word I'm looking for. His mind is just so crystal clear and pure that you get inspired being around him. And so I've been coming up with, just ideas I've been needing to come up with. Next, if you contact their support, you might get Cleveland, India. Cleveland, India. Next, we have on Friday night, we do a variety show. And the longest running person on there, besides myself, is our friend Guava Ball. And he's in IT. And he told the story of when it got so bad with their outsourcing that they're doing in India that they actually sent him over there to straighten everybody out. It's crazy, isn't it? It is crazy. Crafting Emily, no baby goats here. Remember, we're trying to move. So, there was a 1968 Cleveland Autorama. Thank you, Tweety. Malloy, did you enjoy having Tweety on your stream? Because we were listening to y'all coming back from hanging out with Valhalla and stuff, and you did very, very well together. That's a hard dynamic. You don't always get a good, thorough group of people together. Longest, what'd I say? Longest? Oh no, what'd I say wrong? Yeah, see, yes, yeah, that's probably why I need a goat. You know what's funny is I have a video of my lawnmower croaking. I mean, it is smoking like they just put a fresh hog on the grill. And I'm like, I don't know if YouTube will let me put that up. But if I get my stuff set up on Twitter, there'll be a different aspect. It'll be entirely different than this. I bet you they'll let me put it up. So I don't want to send people there because I don't want to upset people. But I think it might work out. So I would love to straighten everybody out. You're going to love this Twitter idea I have then. Matter of fact, you're welcome to come on anytime and straighten out the whole world if you want to. They have Twitter Spaces. I was actually going to start with Twitter Spaces, but now they're doing it on a Twitter checkmark E. And so they're allowing an hour of video streaming. Actually, I'm going to try that this afternoon, probably. After this. What I just saw was like Volstorm. It said Clumsy. Crafty Emily said Volstorm. Like, I think that would be... Wait, I'm in trouble with Volstorm? I hope not. Uh-oh. Maybe you weren't supposed to tell that, Emily. He just wants to seethe. I understand. Yeah, and there's another... I was talking about her last night. There is a wonderful, wonderful follower of this show that can't make it to any of the lives. M. Marie is her name, and she, I hope I'm allowed to say this, maybe she stepped down, so I might be okay, was a school board member in the state of California, and I've been dying to get her on, and she said she's ready to do it anytime. We just can't get our stuff straightened out. But how cool would that be to hear how education, she's very frustrated with the whole process and everything, and hear how that is, because I don't know how it is, and I'm in Tennessee. I went to school in Tennessee. I know some people, I think most of the people I know graduated from school. Is that right? I think Volstorm did. I wasn't there. I got kicked out of graduation. Once they got kicked out, they told me I didn't have a diploma after I walked. That was a sucky day. I was kind of excited when they said I didn't have a diploma. I was like, yes, one more semester. And it's football semester. Oh, well. Yeah, that's crazy. No, but I just see this here, and I was like, you guys ought to do a chat, or you ought to have like a show like Clumsy, Tweety, Volstorm, who else I see here? Oh, Crafting Emily. Like all y'all just start like screaming each other's names back and forth. Just see how it works. You might be able to talk to each other. You might not. Some people can't talk at all. You know, it's
Inconceivable!
But the most inconceivable thing is that if you haven't already subbed up to Playboy Malloy, you need to. Because look what the Playboy did right here. I mean, this is grotto thinking, okay? He wanted to make sure there's a super chat. He wanted to make sure that everybody could see it. Get a little music out of it. See, this is how I would do it. This is how I know he did this. I think, like, what would I do? Because I aspire to be the next Michael Malloy. He is awesome. And he says, Tweety is cool. Vicky T is cool. I like them both. Both women. Keep your women happy. Playboy Malloy rules. Keep your women happy. Keep them happy over there. You gotta keep them happy. You know what he did one day? I'm totally gonna tell a story on him. So he did a live. And when he streams, it's like when nobody else is. And it's you know, we're all addicts, right? So he's in a rehab facility right now. And he took the activity bus. They were going to the library. He's the only dude besides the driver on that whole bus. It's all chicks. So I put in the chat, I was like, Malloy, you ought to check out a copy of the Kama Sutra at the library. You know what he did? He read that comment. All the women could hear him. I had to turn off. I had to turn it off and walk away. I was like, oh my gosh, I was embarrassed. Thank goodness. No, it's not embarrassed bad. It's embarrassed good. You know, I was like, that is the coolest thing in the world. Because he's just like, hey ladies, I need to find a copy of the Kama Sutra. My friend down here, the expert. See how it works? You can say, yeah, I know the expert. Experts are telling me I need the Kama Sutra. Problem is, it takes two people to read the book. One day at Playboy Malloy, did I say that? Is that how I said it? Oh, geez. Lady Autumn Sky, I'm going to have to read that backwards because I don't have a soundboard. I have those little video clip it thingies. You made me think. Congratulations, Lady Autumn Sky. You made me think. Now the squirrels they don't know what to do. The squirrels in the head are absolutely gone. But yeah, pick a sound clip from each of the movies you watch with members and add them to your soundboard. Well, you know, I did like in Breakfast Club. I was almost calling it the Breakfast Nook. In Breakfast Club, I was like, because there were some great one-liners right at the beginning. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, what is your favorite one-liner in this? And then the principal says, who's the guy's name? The stoner like guy. Anyway, says, he stands up. He goes, grab some wood, bub. I was like, dude, that's a great line. I don't know why I liked it. So yeah, Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Now, if I do this, I mean, you're going to be there for Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Warning, there's a nudity scene. Guys, let me tell you real quick, though. So what works in that whole thing is Amazon Prime. Most people have Amazon Prime. They don't have to download something new. You know, we have to worry about copyrights and everything else. You may have already have seen the movie or know about the movie. That's why I have members. There's a Discord channel just for that now, so you can still go in there and talk to people about like important things. Like me, I wake up and I think about something about a movie that I like. I'll like add to it the next day. Like the song "Don't You Forget About Me." That's a big song out of The Breakfast Club. Well, they played it at the very beginning credits and at the end credits. I can't think of any other movie I've ever noticed that in. And I'm wondering, like, now I want to go back and listen to the lyrics to that song and see how that applies to the movie more. So, okay, that's the deep thought of the movie. So I put that into the Discord, and then, you know, you can talk about it or just ignore it. I don't care. You do whatever you want to do. But with copyright and everything else, it's just the easiest thing to do is to just do it through Amazon, and I just send a link out. I know, and I see this. 9 out of 10 experts recommend, but the expert presents you the facts so you can decide. Dude, I love that. I love that. Man, where's my... Oh, wait, that's not it. There we go. And I'm going to screenshot that, man. I made... that's cool. That's the way you should be. Just present the facts. You know, look, hey, I'm the first one to tell you guys I'm an idiot. But at the same time, I did struggle. I bust my butt. I'm a JD. I feel like I'm doing an acronym for a really bad cuss word whenever I say that. But anyway, I use my knowledge of the law and how it works and everything to present you with the facts stripped down as best as I can. Am I wrong? Yeah, I get wrong all the time. And that's the best thing, man. I am not afraid to say I am wrong. I hate people that fight over being right. I'm like, what happens though if you are wrong? Are you humble about that? It's very Kobayashi Maru. The way we handle death is as important as how we handle life. See? Movie time. Why am I not hitting capture? Because I'm playing around, having a good time talking to you guys on this beautiful Monday afternoon. Love this, man. It's awesome. Oh, where'd it go? Where's my save? Also, Nick's, we do trivia on Tuesdays here. And we're going to start putting in a trivia question. Maybe not this week, but it's gonna be, and this is for everybody to know. But don't tell Guava Ball, because that dude's really smart and he gets everything. So I like to trick him up. So anyway, hang on, save. Thank you. Everything's running in slow motion. Operator error. So like, we'll have like a question about, or, you know, something that popped up from the movie we watched on on Sunday for the Tuesday trivia. And we may expand that out too. We're going to be friends, aren't we? I like it when we make connections like this over here. Nick's, this is everybody here. This is a family that comes by a lot. We got Tweety, Crafting Emily, Miami Spice. Wait, did I lose her? No. Shyla Mang's up here. Did I say Clumsy already? No? Yes? I mean, that's just for this one screen. To Hell and Back. To Hell and Back is so deep and awesome. I try to keep it PG-16, but I got broken by a a very, very special listener, Grandma After Dark. And so now it's hard for me to say anything and not immediately think, did I just say an innuendo? So, yeah, we go heavy on innuendos. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so, sorry, Clumsy, I just now saw it. He goes in there, grand jury has indicted him. I will have the grand jury stuff up. I'm going to put it on Locals. The expert is on locals.locals.com. I have kept, Locals has become my deposit, my vault of where I keep important things. Like documents, stuff like that. So that way we all have a place where we can go back to and research it. Also, I'll send it to you too. It was the grand jury had come out and made a decision. He was supposed to have a trial at the end of June, which is going to be a preliminary hearing trial because you don't have to have a grand jury to indict somebody. Grand juries are a holdover from feudal law. I'm not a big fan of them. So, as of right now, it said, how do you plead? And he said, I'm refusing to answer the statement as worded to me, whatever. And there's a term for that. I'll look it up. I'll send it to you. And it'll be, that's all there is now. So he's back in his jail cell waiting for trial to begin on October 2nd. Well, you're going to see all the other people on YouTube, all the crime tubers, they are going to be doing document dives. They are going to be sitting every morning. They're going to be sitting there just waiting, hoping. Yeah, FNL is a different story. Friday Night Live, we try to kick off the weekend. Friday Night Live is a show that Saturday comes around and I don't move. I have a very hard time on Saturdays. You know what, Malloy? I'm going to get hit for this. But it's a celebration. Oh, yeah, I got hit a bunch the other night. Turned down for what? That seems like a song that would be right up your alley. Malloy, going around to the ladies, I'm getting turned down for what? Lil Jon, man, you and Lil Jon, if you could hang out, I could see that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that song came into my radar, and they started playing it at the University of Tennessee for Third Down. It was like to pump up the crowd and everything, pump up the students. And it's Third Down for what? Lil Jon came in, cut a new thing. He came down, met the whole team and stuff. I just realized, man, think about him walking in. He's got like Tennessee stuff on. Man, Lil Jon doesn't know where Tennessee is on a map. We need to get you a Tennessee Vols t-shirt, man. Because everybody be like, what are you doing? Like, are you evolving? You're like, no, man, never been there. I don't know what they're doing. I just like their style. So that style, that orange, man. You know what? You're the only one. You know the guy, they never blame the guy in orange. You know, the orange is when you're in jail. But you don't get picked out of a crowd. But you're controlling the situation. That was a double shot, double tap. TR Greater X, how are you doing, sir? Where are you this week? We need to have a weekly. We need to have a weekly thing with you, TR Greater X, and we'll be like Carmen Sandiego. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Where in the world is TR Greater X? And then you just type in where you are. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, hey, this would be another one Malloy should ask. My good friend, I say that with without contempt, not Vol Storm. And I have no contempt for Vol Storm. He's the best. Like, we just don't. It's just like, that's... Volstorm is a spoon. If you've seen The Matrix, there is no spoon. Volstorm is a spoon. Figure that one out. But My new friend on my first day of school, Valhalla Awaits, is in the chat. An incredibly great guy, incredibly snazzy dresser. Malloy, you'd have loved this guy, man. He had Jolly Roger, you know, the pirate symbol, embossed leather loafers. I mean, you have those on and a pair of blue jeans, and a chick is just like, well, wait a second. His mama raised him right. He's incredible, incredible. He's like a jock, you know, like play some golf with him. Big hitter, big hitter, big hitter. Like the llama. Jacob Castro, how are you doing, sir? You're the swizzle. You stir the drink. You stir the drink. I'm the swizzle stick, right? Or you're the swizzle stick. Oh yeah, you are the spoon. Thank you, Tweety, for explaining my own jokes to me. And only here will you have that type of relationship with somebody and realize I really mean that. That was sincere. Thank you for explaining my own jokes to me. I forgot. Hey, look. We gotta get chicken. Oh, yes. Moms are supposed to raise their sons to be the man that they wish their fathers were. We got a big notice here. Hello. Clumsy, I hope you see this. And then you guys, so I'm not getting involved. I'm not going to negotiate terms. But yeah, Clumsy, I hope you're still here and you see this. Oh my goodness gracious. Just Dawn is here. Just Dawn, I sent you a message last night. I was trying to do it while doing something else, and I realized I probably sounded completely more stupid than I really am. I hope you understood. We are there. Part of the what we were chatting about last night is like how great the music is in the Breakfast Club. And then it's like, well, I was like, we can do this, open up a playlist, and we'll start dragging in some of this great music from the 80s. But then I started thinking about, it's like, wait a second, I don't want somebody to come in here and be like, oh man, I got bootleg copies of the Grateful Dead playing at Alcatraz prison. Only 5 people were there, and I was one of them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. It happened in 1982. You were in a Volkswagen van. Fine. It's going to be a buzzkill to the whole thing. So what I was trying to say, just Dawn, is that I just swear I heard someone say hello. Just Dawn is that I think we should do like 80s music from movies because we're kind of in that whole theme right now. And by the way, you are the only person that has access to that right now. So a stranger, you know what, stranger, Valhalla taught me this. There are a few strangers on YouTube that you can be friends with. And I realized I was like, my best friend on YouTube is Miami Spice. Met her in real life. So that's why ID Crisis. He's the first man I ever interviewed. First internet person I ever met in public. And he doesn't drive a white van. I was kind of a little disappointed about no van. Oh, jeez. Clumsy's not here? Well, we will get that. You know what? Let's see here. Where did your... I'll just take a picture of it, man, and message her. See, this is how Malloy, he gets everybody like this. He is Tom Sawyer. It's amazing how he is. If you have a fence that needs painting, get him some whitewash, and he'll get somebody else to paint it. It's amazing because he could very easily. I mean, like Clumsy's going to find out, but no, I'm going to send it to her. Dude, he is so cool. Malloy is so awesome. He's you remind me of Ric Flair, Malloy, and that is a compliment. Doesn't he remind you of Ric Flair, Vol? High flying, women kissing, baby kissing, women smiling, dancing and dining. Oh wait, that's the wrong way. I think I missed my cut up call. I may not have hit capture. I don't know. It all works out in the end. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. I love Waylon and Willie. Man, I love Waylon and Willie. I was listening to Luckenbach, Texas the other day. I did a video of that with the Blue Dog. And so I played that song again. Thinking, she appreciated it. She told me I better change that channel as quick as I can. My coonhound said that. She takes that big old paw of hers and she smacks that dash. Funny story is like after this happens, because I'm thinking to myself, it still runs through my mind. I'm like, I want to share this with you guys. Like, I don't have video of her doing it, man. It'd be so great if I did. But she just smacks that until I change channels. She wants to hear Marilyn Manson, Killing Strangers. That's her favorite song. She likes it to play that. Oh yeah, Clumsy. Malloy sent you a PayPal. That's the message. Anyway, I noticed I was driving White Rabbit somewhere, and I had on, some good classical music. She's My Cherry Pie by Warrant. And White Rabbit hits the dash. I didn't think anything of it. I picked the phone up and I started to change songs. I changed songs. She goes, "Why'd you change songs? That's a good song." I was like, "Why'd you hit the dash?" She said, "Well, I just read something, I was like, like that. I was like, oh. Well, your daughter does that when she wants me to turn on some hate music. She likes gangster rap. It's very not big. Do I look like a guy who has a collection of gangster rap? Some of that stuff is scary. Yeah, she's something else. She's usually in here. She must not think I have any food, or she would be in here. Oh wait, I'm way far behind. Yes, Malloy is Ric Flair. I'm saying it wrong, don't I? Did I say Luckenbach, not Lukenbach? Lukenbach? You know what? I got a feeling I'd probably never go there. I'm not so sure that Texas is real. 2000s music. Killing Strangers. That's 2000s. John Wick. She's a big John Wick fan. I mean, for obvious reasons. John Wick is the patron saint of dogs. So, it's only fitting that she loves John Wick. Oh, like salsa music. You're going to have to send me a link to some that Harper likes. And then I won't say anything. I'll just play it. Hey, listen, I swear to you. Oh my gosh, this is the funniest thing. What was the one that she really hated the other day? Ain't No Rest for the Wicked by Cage the Elephant. I thought she was going to jump out of her skin. She's hitting the dash. She starts hitting the door. Then she's figured out she can get her paw at the door handle and she pops it like she's going to open the door, and she stares at me. Pop, pop, pop. Do you know what would happen in my life if she opened the door and she fell out? Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, we would all know when I would disappear, we would know that White Rabbit had a hand in it. And I would hope you all would do everything to keep her from ever being harassed by police. Because if that happened, that scenario I just said, I think I might just deserve it. Or I may just have had a heart attack when I got home, and she's getting rid of my body because funerals be expensive, man. Man, I'll tell you what, that's a ripoff. I'm like, you're digging a hole in the ground and you're throwing money in there. But you can't dig that hole back and get that money. I guess you could dig that hole. Oh, is it tacos? No, tacos are tomorrow. They have Malloy on a strict diet of tacos on Tuesday, but he needs to come in here and do some chat or do some trivia on Tuesday night at 9 p.m. And I will be back tonight at 9 p.m. unless something big happens like this. What else is happening? Do we know? Okay, cool. I'm getting cool. Oh, hang on. I have another one. Oh yeah, total wave. Next week is, here's something else. I like doing the thing. There are a lot of movies when we start talking about movies that are good and stuff. I will tell you guys this. If it's a movie I like, I have a feeling I'm going to be more engaged. So I'll be more in the chat. I'll be, talking all that stuff. If it's, you're going to go live after you finish lunch. All right. That's where the party's going to be. I hope everybody goes over there. Now I have to go take a shower. So probably by the time he gets started, I'm going to be naked. Just letting you know. So Malloy, if you see me, you offer me a chance to come on. I might say yes, but man, I might not be wearing clothes. I'm kidding, man. I wouldn't do that to you. No. Malloy's great. Oh, it's Memorial Day weekend. Okay, so this is something else I'm going to prepare you guys for following Memorial Day. My second favorite holiday. We all know, number one is Christmas. Number two is the 4th of July. Love the 4th of July. We also have a lot of people here from all over the world that don't understand the 4th of July. Can I share that? I think I can. I gotta figure that one out. So like right about now, I like to watch Band of Brothers because D-Day, the anniversary of D-Day comes up at the beginning of June. I start celebrating the 4th of July the day after Memorial Day. Because if you don't, you'll get burned because the 4th of July is the beginning of the month and you don't think about it. So the Betsy Ross flags, the house lights, all that stuff's got to be coming up. A lot of stuff happening. I got to make barbecue sauce. I mean, I got my barbecue sauce. The secret is love. And about a quart of Maker's Mark. So, no. You need a long lens. You have to have the Hubble telescope or something like that. What are that things called? Are we doing the quotes again? Because we were talking about doing a quotes book at one time of all these stupid squirrel stuff that comes out of my mouth. I just want to know we're all on the same page. Just Don loves the 4th of July. I think we'll start doing some fun movies. Now I understand, like my favorite movie might be The Patriot. That may not go over well with the Australians and the Canadians. and the Scottish, with people from Wales. Kind of think all the places. Maybe Californians. They may not like The Patriot. I don't know. But you know, it is the perfect 4th of July movie that everybody's got to love. Independence Day. Welcome to Earth, baby. We're going to be watching stuff like this. It is surprisingly underrated, beautifully inappropriate. As a Tennessean, I should just Jack Daniels, you know, you would think would be like ingrained. Maker's Mark is family owned. Went up there, hung out, did the whole tour and everything else. They're an incredible family. They still believe that they are the luckiest people alive by being born. And they show that. They show it to their employees. They show that to their fans. It's just, they're good people. Really, Maker's Mark, great. And that taste, especially with cooking. Jack Daniels would be like Tabasco to me. Like Tabasco, it's either a seasoning or it's a sauce. I think it's more of a seasoning. I think of a sauce as something like a Cholula. You know, something like, Frank's hot sauce. That's even more like a sauce. Where it's like, I just want to like kick it up a little bit. You know, it has a soy sauce, Tabasco. You taste it. You know Tabasco's in it. Jack Daniels, you put that as an ingredient. You know Jack Daniels in it. Maker's Mark, you're like, this tastes like some electrified brown sugar. It's just good stuff. Just good stuff. Oh, National Treasure. Have not seen. Well, I know I would think I've seen it. Oh, you know what else we ought to think about? The original Superman. Truth. Justice. And the American way. Oh, man, that might be great. Almost put just on. That's what I hear. And you know what I've done when I hear stuff like this? I don't try to find out. Because, let me tell you what's his name? Lim Motlow. He used to be the taster. Jack Daniels Jim Beam owns Jack Daniels now. Jim Beam is across the street from Maker's Mark. Except it's like, have you ever been to Chicago? You know that Elvis song, The Ghetto? That's what Jim Beam looks like next to like Maker's Mark. Since we're talking about Elvis, would be like Graceland. This big, magnificent, beautiful place that's an homage to everything that's great in the world. That's how Maker's Mark, that's how you feel. You leave there and you're just like, man, I can be poor and taste a little Maker's Mark and feel like I'm swanky. You go down to Jim Beam, you're like, one of those sorority girls coming over? Or when did they get back from spring break? Our neighbors? Give them some Jim Beam. Yeah, it says it right there on the bottle. Lynchburg, Tennessee is a beautiful jewel and should be protected. That whole area of Tennessee should be protected. Crafting Emily, where are you now? Right? Chicago's blues girl gave it all up for that Texas sand. Little ZZ Top. Texas blues is cool. I'm going. This guy is crying. Jimmy Ray Vaughan. He's the dude. Actually, not seen National Treasure. No, I've seen National Treasure. Just been so long since I've seen it. Nicolas Cage movies don't have a very good replay value to me. I like them. I like Nick Cage. I want to see that one that just came out. I think he's a hoot. But I can't think of many Nicolas Cage movies where I'm like, oh, you know what? I want to watch that again. I'll watch Face Off again. Man, it's such a great movie, and it's so hard. All he had to do was just be himself. Nicolas Cage, didn't he win an Academy Award for Leaving Las Vegas? Let me tell you what. If Nicolas Cage could just be himself, like he is in every movie, he can't change his acting. Con Air would probably go down as one of the top 5 movies. But instead, he's got that god-awful, fake Southern accent that just sounds like fingernail. I mean, let me tell you, you hear Southern women in the summertime drinking some tea, chatting it up. There ain't no better sound in the world. And then you hear Nicolas Cage. He sounds like the dummy that fell off the turnip truck. It's horrible. It's horrible. Con Air would be so good. Everything about that's a great action movie. I wish they could redub it. Like I would rather have it be like kung fu movies where he's like, and you see like writing when he talks. Yeah, and it's kind of become a joke for. Now I do like Valley Girls. That's something different. Yeah, Moore County. Let me tell you what. I had to get the pick up the election records in Moore County, and so man, I don't know. It's weird. First time I tell this to some people, they get really like freaked out. So voting is a public record. Not who you voted for, but did you vote? And you know how you vote in primary that says, are you voting Republican or Democrat? It's all in there. And so you get the records of the last like 3 elections, and you can see like this person voted, every time. If they're a primary voter, then they're guaranteed to vote in the general. So these are how you work mailing list, walking list, all that stuff. Go to Moore County. I'd pick up the voter list. I cannot remember that lady's name. And it was right on the tip of my tongue, too. Anyway, she's the election commissioner, sitting there in the office all by herself. You go into this courthouse. It's there's a town square. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I mean, it really is a movie. And in one of the upstairs courtrooms, they had pictures of the judges, and there's a judge up there with the Confederate flag drawn in behind him. It's like it is walking through time. Anyway, their election stuff. Why'd that go dark? It was all written down on a legal pad, ballpoint pen. It's like, so, I dummy up. I'm like, how do you know these people really are who they said they are? Because you didn't have to show ID at the time. You just had your voter ID card or voter registration card, but there's no picture on it, no picture ID. And she's like, well, because I know them. Excuse me, let me rephrase this. She goes, honey, because I know these people. I'm from Moore County. I've lived here my entire life. And I'm like, whenever somebody says like they've lived here their entire life, you lost the argument. You may not even realize that you're in the argument. I'm like, oh, yes, ma'am. And she's like, well, looky here. And she goes down. First page is like, all right, here, Dr. Pepper. He goes right over. His office is right over here. He goes to church at this church. His kids play this sport in high school. And then she flips it back 3 pages like, here, Barbara Eastwing. Her mama just got back from. The family just went on a vacation too. She is a great grandmother. In next month, she becomes a great grandmother. And it's like, that's pretty good. She goes, you think that's good? She goes, pick a name right here. I was like, this one. And I'm afraid because I don't even know if this is legal. I'm afraid to look at the list. And she goes, oh, well, right there is Joe Edgewater. Oh, heck, he's down here 2 doors down at Lulu's Cafe. I just saw him a second ago. He was eating a piece of chocolate cream pie that he's not supposed to have because he just went to the doctor and he's diabetic. Moore County. Love the place. I think even Francis Ford Coppola was like, I know like Nick has said that Francis Ford Coppola is why he got his start. But it's like, I think the whole thing is like the family says you just don't talk, please. Let's see here. Nicolas Cage is a real national treasure compared to any movie nowadays. And you won't find value in it. Nick Cage movie, you'll know what you get 100% of the time. B-rated popcorn movie to turn off. But yet we watch it because it's Nicolas Cage, right? It's good. Yes, that is the way I'm going to end this. Southern counties are glorious. Nashville is not a southern county. When I left, the Dixon County was the last good one. And then I found out that, who's that guy, that 90210 guy that died? Brandon or whatever, the bad boy from 90210. Well, he had bought himself a little farm in Dixon County, Tennessee. And when he died, he was wrapped in a mushroom fertility suit. So when they laid him in the ground, no coffin or anything, his body would rot and become compost to feed the mushrooms that grow off of his suit. So generations could come by and pluck his tender mushroom. That ain't the Dixon County I know. Dixon County I know has got a pretty good barbecue place, but they ain't serving mushrooms there. Dylan, yes, thank you. Luke Perry, that was his name. See, you guys work as a team, man. That's what I love about this chat. Best place on the internet is right here. I love you guys. That I also hate to say I gotta go. You guys have given me a rush. Guys, I haven't slept, man, like a few hours. That's how excited. Yesterday was so great because I could start seeing things clearly. I have a path going forward. I'm not going to lose you guys because you guys are going to be like, man, this is great. We're all a community here. This is something I realized Valhalla and I were talking about. You know, it's like other places don't have a community. That you're throwing words around. It's a word salad in some of these chats. Here, you guys know each other. And then so we hang out at Discord. You get to know each other better. And it's like, this is the fortress of solitude. It's awesome. It's awesome. We just got to grow it. We got to spread the word. Guys, I love you all so much. Find out more about Bryan Kohberger, or if there's anything happens, you know where to find me. I'm around everywhere. I need to have a bat line. Well, I still see Miami Spice in the chat, so I can't voluntold her. Is Texas Jen around here? If you really need me, oh, wait, hold on, is Mel around here? I don't know, Mel got really angry at me last night. I was like, I can't understand Australian. She went to the supermarket. This was all in Discord. And I'm like, do you guys have cheese? I've never been to an Australian supermarket. I don't know. They have kangaroo meat. They had kangaroo meatballs. I mean, awesome. Blown away. So anyway, back to the attic for me. Just dawn, have you seen? There is no furniture yet. I have a mattress I've dragged in here because the white rabbit will kick me out of bed because I snore. And so that is I sleep on the floor with a whoopee. Not a Wookie. That'd be bad. Well, I don't know. The dogs will come. This is my whoopee. I mean, it really is a military whoopee. Which I think is funny that the rabbit got me this for Christmas. Maybe he's trying to tell me something. So yeah, this is me. I'm a hobo in my own home. I'm going to watch Hobo with a Shotgun right now. Australia doesn't exist, Nick. That's what we were talking about. You can't convince me that country lost 2 major wars to birds is a real place. They don't teach that to them. You have to tell them. And they're like, oh, yeah. Yeah. And you know what we do? There's a bird problem. You say, hey, boys, there won't be any hunting licenses given out for this. It's open season. Man, the price of a turkey would go down to free. Something just chirped over here. I'm going to get out of here with that one. Listen, guys, I love y'all so much. Please subscribe. Please hit the notifications. Please give it a thumbs up. Help the algorithm. I'll keep you guys posted about what's happening with how I'm changing Twitter. Like I said, a lot of y'all, I might see 2 of you over there. I expect that. Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Nope, that's not it. That's it. But anyway, guys, I want you guys to have a kick-ass Monday. Go get yourself a cold Coca-Cola.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got her. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, Jesus.